Every morning at exactly 6:10 a.m., she woke up before the alarm. Not because she was disciplined. Her body just didn't know how to rest anymore. She lay there for a few minutes, staring at the ceiling, listening to the faint sound of traffic outside. Somewhere, someone was already rushing to work. Somewhere, life was moving fast. She got up quietly so she wouldn't wake her husband. They had been married for 32 years. They didn't fight. They didn't argue much either. Mostly, they just existed in the same space. She went downstairs and started the coffee machine. The same sound. Every day. While it brewed, she checked her phone. No new messages. Just notifications she didn't care about. Her husband came down later, already dressed for work. "Morning," he said, eyes on his phone. "Morning," she replied, automatically. They sat at the same table. He drank his coffee quickly. She barely touched hers. He grabbed his keys. "I'll be late today." She nodded. "Okay." The door closed. The house went silent. That silence stayed for hours. She cleaned a house that was already clean. Folded clothes that were already folded. Watched TV without really watching. Around noon, she changed out of her night clothes, even though she wasn't going anywhere. It just felt wrong to still be wearing them. In the afternoon, she walked to the local supermarket. The cashier smiled and asked, "How's your day going?" She smiled back. "Good." That was the longest conversation she had all day. At home, she reheated leftovers and ate standing up in the kitchen. Sitting at the table alone felt heavier for some reason. Later, she scrolled through her phone again. Her children lived in different cities now. Busy jobs. Busy lives. She thought about calling her daughter, then stopped. She didn't want to sound like a burden. Evening came. She cooked dinner, not because anyone asked, but because that's what she had always done. Her husband came home tired. They ate together. "How was work?" she asked. "Same," he said. She nodded. "Same," she replied. They watched TV. Different screens. Same couch. At one point, she looked at him and wondered when they had stopped talking about real things. Not problems. Just feelings. Before bed, she went to the bathroom and looked at herself in the mirror. She didn't look sad. That scared her more. In bed, her husband fell asleep quickly. She stayed awake. She thought about how many years she had spent taking care of everyone. Children. Home. Schedules. Needs. And how quietly she had disappeared in the process. No one had done this to her. That was the hardest truth. The next morning, her daughter finally called. "Hey Mom, just checking in. Everything okay?" She opened her mouth to speak. Then she smiled, even though no one could see it. "Yes," she said. "Everything's fine." After the call, she sat on the edge of the bed for a long time. She realized something that day. In many homes across the USA and UK, there are women who are not unhappy enough to complain, not broken enough to be noticed, and not free enough to start over. They don't need advice. They don't need fixing. They just need someone to ask how they are. And actually wait for the answer.